Hi everybody, so thank you for taking the time out while myself and the amazing Carl Burrows share with you more information on exactly what it is that we do and how we help lots of people earn an additional £200 to £2,000 plus a month working very flexibly as your own boss from home. Before I get started, I'll introduce myself properly first. So my name is Emma Smith and I started my business back in 2014, so over 6 years ago now. And at the time, I was working around 70 hours a week. I was a personal trainer, teaching studio-based classes. I was running a gym. I was working very long, unsociable hours. I didn't think I had time for anything else. But I've managed to fit this business in super part-time. I'll be honest and say I was one of those people that just had too much month and not enough money. So I thought if I could simply retail some products, earn an additional £200 a month, that would mean that I wouldn't be in my overdraft every month. So I fit that in very flexibly, super part-time around my long hours. What I found after a couple of months in, I'd hit my first promotion, which I didn't know anything about, and we'll go through that in more detail shortly. And that was where I started to weigh up the opportunity available to me. So I started to look at the company in more detail, started to look at the benefits, the opportunity, the incentives. And after weighing it up, realised that Forever had a lot more to offer. So I then decided that I wanted to pursue Forever as a career full time, and I have done now for 5.5 years. I've worked up the marketing plan, achieved all the fantastic incentives that we're going to share with you shortly. So I've travelled to some amazing destinations globally, achieved the car plan incentive, the chairman's bonus checks. But more than anything, what this business has given me is time. Now, I wouldn't want anybody to take the holidays and the checks away from me, but definitely the business has given me time back, which means a lot more to me. Time that I didn't have with my husband. He worked abroad. We never saw each other, so we now get to spend much more time together. And I'm a mummy now as well. My little girl is nearly 2, so you can imagine how super busy I am, but I am still working my business very flexibly around her and, of course, my husband and our current commitments. Now, of course, you're all taking a look at this presentation this evening, and you're going to be in different circumstances. So everybody has got a different challenge and a different reason why they are logged in and listening to us today. It might be very much like I just said, that you're in a position where you just haven't got time. Your time is just dedicated to your boss. You spend long hours in work. You don't have the time to spend with your family. You're always on call, which in this current climate is the norm in lots of jobs. Again, growing debt. More and more people week on are getting in more and more debt. So it might be that you just need to take a little bit of pressure off and be able to start to reduce that debt down and eventually clear some debts. We've got the cost of childcare now. I've already said my little girl is nearly 2, and I've been fortunate enough to not have to put her in childcare because I've worked my business so far around her. But looking at her development-wise, I am going to put her in nursery, that she gets that social side, and we're going to start to build her up ready for when she does go to nursery school. But just looking at that a couple of weeks ago when I took her to nursery, the cost of it is extortionate. So, and I've just got one child. So for anybody that has got multiple children, then of course you might be simply looking at this as a way to cover your childcare costs. Lots of companies out there have a limited income potential. Now, the company I used to work for gave me a salary. So I had my annual wage, and that was that. Whether I worked 40 hours a week or whether I worked 80 hours a week, it didn't matter. I was capped. It didn't matter if I worked extra hours. It didn't matter if somebody was sick and I covered those shifts. Unfortunately for me at the time, my salary was my salary. So lots of companies out there the same. You end up giving up your time, sacrificing family time, sacrificing any social time that you've got, and you are limited with your income potential. Long commutes, again, I can revert back to that. I used to spend so much time on one of the busiest motorways in Manchester getting to and from work, to the point where I would get to work a couple of hours earlier and stay a couple of hours later just to prevent me being in the car. And more now, with more traffic flow and of course more cars on the road, it means that you spend a lot more time that you could be spending at home with family in the commutes. And then, of course, the economy, redundancy. There is no job security nowadays. You know, the economy is up and down, lots of people being made redundant, having, you know, everyone used to say it was a job for life or job security. That just isn't the case anymore. So you might be sat in one of those positions with looking at today's challenges, thinking that is me. I need to clear some debt. I need to pay for my childcare costs. The great thing is, everybody that is listening to this will be listening for a totally different reason. Now, if I was to say to you, and this is what my friend said to me, if I could show you a way how you can earn an extra £200 to £2,000 a month in 10 hours a week for less than the cost of a weekend away with friends or family, would you want to know more? Now, when my friend said the same to me, at first, obviously, I said, I haven't got 10 hours a week. I'll be honest and say I didn't have that. But what I found was, you know, if I stopped scrolling social media, if I stopped watching rubbish TV, then yeah, very easily I did have 10 hours. I just thought I didn't. I was wasting 10 hours of my time doing nothing as opposed to investing in myself. And like I say, for the cost of a weekend away with friends, you know, think about the last time you went out with your friends, how much you spent on a night out. You know, typically in the UK, they say an average person on a night out spends between £60 and £100. So to think just for the cost of a weekend away with friends, we could show you how to earn that additional income to help you then look at the commitments of why you are looking at this business. You know, and on top of that, even get 2 free international trips for you and your partner, or you and a +1 if you want to take a friend each year. And this is how we do it. You know, with our company, there are lots and lots of benefits. The top one being that it is uncapped. So on the last slide, it says, I'll show you how to earn anywhere from £200 to £2,000 plus a month. You can earn as much money as you physically want to or physically think you are worth. Nobody is ever going to say, stop what you're doing, you were earning too much money, you've exceeded your income this month. The company do the complete opposite. They encourage it. If they see you are close to achieving an incentive, they will pick up the phone, they will drop you an email, they will get in touch and ask how they can help you achieve that, how they can help you get there. So you can earn as much as you want. So the harder you work, the more you're rewarded for it, which I think is very, very fair, because again, in my last job role, and I can only refer to that, the harder I worked as a gym manager versus other gym managers, you know, they'd been in the business a lot longer than me, so had higher salaries, whereas I was actually working harder, which wasn't fair. So the harder you work with us, the more you're rewarded for it. And the income is willable as well. So lots of businesses out there, lots of companies, of course, you will have pensions, but unfortunately your pension dies with you. So with this, God forbid, touch wood, anything happens to me, my income is a willable income. So if anything happens to me, my income will continue to my husband and my little girl. And then if my husband decides that he wants to carry on the business, he can do so. So you've got that peace of mind that your loved ones are looked after, like a legacy business once you're not here. You decide your goals. This business isn't about what I think you should do, what Kyle thinks you should do, what the next person thinks you should do. It is what you want to do. It is all about what you want to achieve. There's a reason why you are logged in now, taking a look at how you can earn that additional income. So it is about you. We will simply fit a plan around helping you achieve your goals. It's a flexible way of working. Of course, it has to be. I refer back to when I said I was working 70 hours a week. If this business was set hours and set commitments, I wouldn't have been able to have done it. I fit it into the small pockets of time as and when I could. It was very rare that I did any less than a 6-day week. Some weeks it was 7 days a week. Always at least 6 days a week. So, you know, I had to fit this in to the little nooks and crannies around me. So it's a very flexible way of working with full training and support. And you don't have to go through a training program as such. So again, if you was to start a job, they might say before you actually go into the field of the job, you need to do a 4-week training. It's going to be office based. We need to go through everything with you first before you're in the job. This is not like that. The training is all online. It is there for you immediately, so you can log into as much of the training or as little as the training as suits you right from the get-go. You can work through it in your own time frame. So if you're one of them people like me that want to know everything and want to know it yesterday, then you can just get logged in and get cracking. If you want to drip feed the training in and take it slow, then of course that is available to you as well. The great thing with this business is you earn as you learn. So you don't have to worry about being fully qualified, fully trained. It is absolutely not like that. We have got some amazing incentives that are absolutely going to blow you away, and Kyle is going to touch on them later, so I won't steal any of his thunder, but myself and Kyle have achieved these, and he will confirm exactly what I'm saying now. They're nothing but the best. Incredible incentives. I've got to travel the world together. We've achieved the car plan, the share of the company turnover. So when Kyle goes through that later, I'm sure it will blow you away as well. So you might be sat here thinking, well, I haven't got a background like you. You know, I've not got a fitness background. I know nothing about health and fitness, which is absolutely fine, because you're going to hear Kyle's background in a minute. He's got a completely different background to me. This business is for anybody and everybody. So you can see a few examples of people that we work very closely with within our team. So we've got Lisa, who was a police detective, Jack, cocktail mixologist. I love that. It sounds so fancy, doesn't it? Jamila, mum of 6. Now, I'm a mum of 1, and I look at that and I think, wow. And you know what? Jam is the loveliest person, and to know that she has built a huge global business around her 6 children just shows, doesn't it, that you actually can fit this in to the very small pockets of time. We've got Neil, who's self-employed. He's got his own separate business. Marta is a cleaner. Rebecca was a hotel receptionist. So you can see there lots of different people like you, like I, all with different backgrounds. It doesn't matter what your background is. You don't need any set qualifications. On top of that, with our products, we are out there with our products. We are stopping the press. We are getting into magazines. And the great thing with our business is you cannot buy our products out there in the shops. They're not on the high streets. You have to purchase via us, the business owners, independent business owners. But yet to know that we are stirring the pot, shall we say, we're getting our products out there. We're winning awards. We're in fashion magazines. We're winning beauty awards. Our products are highly spoken about. It speaks volumes, doesn't it, about the quality of our products. You can see celebrities are using them, so we know we are doing the exact right thing and we are cutting out that middleman. So to share a little bit more about exactly who we are and our forever story, so you get a better picture. Our company was founded in 1978, so our home office is actually in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, this business obviously has been going now for 42 years. And when I took a look at this 6 years ago, I was very, very, of the opinion I didn't want to get involved in something that I thought, in my opinion, was going to be here today and gone tomorrow. So when I took a look at this back then, and back then it was 36 years old, I saw stability, I saw strength within a company and something that was going to be around for a long time. We are vertically integrated and completely debt free. So by that I mean we actually own our whole process. So everything, which I'm going to go through with you in a second, from the plantations right through to the development of our products, the science, the machinery, the packaging, nothing is outsourced. We own the whole process of everything. So we have complete control as a company, and we are totally debt free. So we are cash rich and debt free. We have no shareholders, no investors. We don't owe any money to any banks. We have nothing. We are completely self-funded because we have assets globally of over $1.5 billion. So we own castles across Europe, the games reserves across Africa. If anybody remembers the 80s TV programme Dallas, we actually own the South Fork Ranch and hire that back to the filming companies, the filming studios. So all of these assets generating us cash, which in turn is how we are cash rich and totally debt free. So there is absolutely no risk with the business whatsoever. We're privately owned and family run. So the gentleman who started our business 42 years ago, Rex, he has always been the head of the business, and he has surrounded himself with his very close family and friends. His son now has stepped up to take the realm, and it's as it ever has been, as it ever will be. You've got that peace of mind that we are completely family run with amazing ethics, and all they do as a company is look after us as business owners and make sure they strive to help us achieve year on year. We operate now in 160 countries globally, so you straight away from getting started in business have got that opportunity to build a global business. Now, when I started, I didn't really know anybody abroad, or didn't think I knew anybody abroad, but I now actually get multiple income streams from different countries. because I've helped people get started in business who have then helped people globally. So you can see very quickly, you can start to expand a global business. 41 years of uninterrupted growth. Now that speaks volumes, doesn't it? Just year on year, the company are investing more into us as business owners, more into our products, more into the science and development. They look after us, they make sure that everything ticks all the correct boxes, and year on year, we are just growing more successfully as a company. We are a part of the direct selling, we're a direct selling company, and we're a proud member of the Direct Selling Association. So we tick all the boxes when it comes to the DSA. So they've basically come in, looked at our practice, look at our marketing plan, look at how we operate, and they've given us their stamp of approval. So we know that we are making sure we've got all the right measures in place that protect you and I as a business owner. And the exciting part, we are in the health and wellness sector, a multi-trillion-dollar global marketplace. Everybody wants to look good, everybody wants to feel good, and that is never going to change. People are not going to wake up one morning and say, I don't want to brush my teeth anymore. People are not going to wake up and say, I'm not going to wash my hair today or wear deodorant. We are in an ever-growing and apparent marketplace where people are going to continue to spend in our industry. So why aloe vera? We are the aloe vera company. Aloe has some tremendous benefits for your health inside and out. So some of you may have used aloe before, may currently be using aloe, may have never used aloe. But if you didn't know, you can actually use it inside and outside. So you can see the picture in the background. The aloe plants look a little bit like a cactus. Now you can use aloe vera topically, so on the outside, so as a moisturizer, which helps to condition and soothe the skin. But lots of people don't realise that you can actually drink aloe vera. So that works from the inside, which will then in turn help support the digestive system, the digestive health, helps your immune system, supports nutritional absorption, it boosts your energy levels. So it is a fantastic all-round product when it comes to aloe vera alone. So to know that all of our products are aloe vera based, you can see straight away the benefits that you're going to see both inside and outside. So you might be looking at that and thinking, well, why forever then? You know, I see lots of aloe vera products out there on the market. Why would I choose forever aloe vera? As a company, we are the world's largest grower and manufacturer of aloe and aloe-based products, the world's largest. Nobody can compete with us. We hand harvest and hand fillet our crops. So again, looking back at the aloe plant on the picture, we hand harvest them all and we hand fillet that inner leaf gel. So if anybody has seen a cactus, an aloe plant before, like I say, it looks like a cactus. When you snap the leaf in half, and this is the best way for me to describe it, there is a gooey inner leaf gel in the middle. That is the only part of the plant that holds any goodness. So that is the only part of the plant that we use within our products. So that is exactly why we hand fillet the inner leaf gel. We disregard the rest of the plant. We then cold compress that inner leaf gel, and we make sure it is in our tubes, in our bottles, in our products within 2 to 4 hours of hand harvesting. We then have the test that proves it's as active in our products as it was the plant. And very cleverly, we have patented the stabilization process and the aseptic manufacturing process. So it is all patented, so nobody can ever copy what we do. So we have sealed the deal when it comes to having the purest and highest quality aloe vera products out there on the marketplace. Our products are natural, they're naturally derived, they're scientifically advanced. So just to put it into perspective, year on year, we are continuing to grow when it comes to science, developing our products, always investing in making each product even better year on year. Last year alone, we spent $11 million just on new machinery to make sure that the current product that we've already got, which is superb, could just be that little bit purer, that little bit better. We are always focusing on being even better year on year. We have a scientific advisory board of highly qualified professionals. So you might know nothing about aloe, I know nothing about aloe. Now, we have got a doctor, world's leading doctor in aloe vera, we have got a vet, we've got a nutritionalist, we've got skincare experts. So these people write our literature, they host trainings online and face-to-face. So you can actually go to these trainings, you can listen to them, you can read their literature and know that you are being trained by highly qualified professionals. So it gives you peace of mind then as a business owner that you can go away and recommend the correct product to the correct person or correct animal if you're in the vet field, and know you have got that complete peace of mind. We're also certified by the International Aloe Science Council. Now, to be a part of the International Aloe Science Council, your product has to have a certain percentage of aloe vera in there. So to know that we massively exceed what is expected of the company, all of our products, when you turn them on the back, especially with our moisturisers and lotions and our jelly, you will see aloe is always the first product, and it is highly concentrated. Lots of companies out there in the market will have lots of ingredients with aloe really low down the list because it's just got a very small percentage. Ours is ridiculously high and is up there, and we was the first company in the world to actually get this stamp of approval. And you can see the stamps of approval across the bottom. So alongside that, we've also got the Leaping Bunny. So we don't test our products on animals, which is super important, but I've already said we have a massive product range for animals, hence why we have a vet on board to help recommend the right products to the right animals. We've got products that are kosher, we've got products for the Islamic Society, we've got products for halal, and then we have got our money back guarantee. Now, depending where you are in the world, this will vary from 30 to 60 days. I'm in the UK, so we have a 60-day money back guarantee, and this is no questions asked. You will get your money back if you are genuinely not happy with the product. So as an example, you might decide to take one of the drinking gels as a customer might want to purchase that from you. They might drink the drinking gel, and if they can honestly say that they have not enjoyed taking the product, they've seen no benefits, it's just not for them, then that is absolutely fine. They can get their money back. Now, to know that a company has been operating we're in our 42nd year now, globally, over 160 countries, but offers this money back guarantee, I think you'll agree with me, it absolutely speaks volumes about the quality of our products. And so, are we in the right marketplace? Again, a question that gets asked to me all the time. Am I in the right place at the right time? I've already said it is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Everybody wants to look good, everybody wants to feel good. But to put it into perspective, these are figures that were spent last year globally. Of course, outside of Forever, this is just in general in the marketplace. Over $600 billion was spent last year on weight management. Now think about, who do you know that is on a diet currently, or somebody that has been on a diet, or looking through your social media on a Monday? Pretty much everybody is on a diet, so they make a massive chunk of that weight management. Vitamins and supplements is growing rapidly. People are more apparent, aware of looking after themselves. People are more educated now, so over 200 billion, and that is set to double in the next 2 years. Skincare, over $330 billion in skincare, and that isn't just women, that's men as well. You can see male grooming at the bottom there, male grooming specific products, 25 billion, sports and nutrition, 30 billion. So look at that as a marketplace, look at the potential you are sat in, because we have got products in each of those sectors. Like I said, this industry is not going anywhere. This marketplace is something that people are always going to be looking for. So you are in the right place with the right marketplace. So I think now I'm going to hand you over to my amazing friend Kyle, who is going to take you through the next part of the presentation.
Hello. Thanks for that. I get really excited when you talk about our travels, and I start daydreaming then about Greece. Where have we been together? Greece, South Africa, Dallas.
Yes, South Africa, Sweden,
Dubai.
Bye.
Yeah. And then I saw the picture of your car as well, and it made me think of, do you remember when you qualified for Carplan? And so did I. And I pulled up during the traffic lights in Manchester.
Yeah.
Yes, you remember? And I was like, beep, beep. And I took a picture of you at your window. Right, thanks for that. Thank you very much. Cheers, darling. Okay, so, hey guys, I'm Kyle. I'm going to try and share my screen now with you. There we go. I'm Kyle, and as Emma said, I've also been in the business now for 5.5 years. Prior to starting my Forever business, I was a full-time police officer. I did about 5.5 years in the police, nearly 6, and then I'd resigned, kind of got fed up. I got attacked whilst on duty, and realized that actually I wanted a bit more out of life, and I was in a lot of pain, back and forth the doctors, it was constant, and I didn't really feel very supported. But I loved the job itself. I joined the police, I wanted to help people, but I never really guess I felt like I did. And then I became a graphic designer. I sold my house, reinvested 10 grand into a graphic design course. And then stupidly, I did it on a whim. And then I realized, actually, I don't want to be a graphic designer. I actually don't like designing. Bit silly. So after 7 months, I took a look at the opportunity with Forever. Luckily for me, I've been watching my family build businesses alongside Forever as well, very successfully. And I saw them doing it part-time and some full-time. So I knew exactly what I could get out of it and what it could do for me personally alongside my full-time job, which is why it's a great thing that I'm now talking to you about the income section, because it was actually the money that drove me to start. I don't know if that sounds a bit bad, but it was true. I was desperate. I didn't have any money. I was always in my overdraft. I was in a lot of debt. I was asking my parents a lot of the time to help me out, which they did, thankfully. But it didn't feel good. So when I was looking at Forever, I really needed £2,000 a month. And I know Emma said, you know, she wanted just an extra few hundred. I was one of those people that needed an extra 2,000 a month. And I desperately wanted to change my job. Fast forward, almost 5 years and a few months. I joined in 2015, so it's gone really quickly, and I'm now a senior manager in the business. I've traveled the world like Emma as well, which is amazing. Could never have afforded to do that before. That was never a luxury I had. You know, live in my dream apartment, live life on my own terms. I guess I am my own boss, and being my own boss never really appealed to me. It wasn't something that I desperately wanted, but now that I am my own boss, I absolutely love it, because you get to decide like who you work with. I get to decide when I work, where I work, you know, so it's fun. So it's my pleasure now to talk you through the income section. So let me just turn my camera off. I don't know how this will appear, so I'll just turn my camera off here now, guys, and then I will share my screen. There we go, that's shared. So let me just maximize this for you. There we go. Okay, so there's 3 areas of income with us. So first of all, you've got a product promoter, which is somebody who, like myself, uses the products and then will share them, recommend them to people. It's very much a word of mouth business, and it's based on honesty, which I like, because I'm an honest guy. I couldn't promote something which I had never used. I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to say, you know, you've got to, when you recommend something like a restaurant, you say, I went to this restaurant, an Italian restaurant, and it was great. The food was stunning, because you've been there. So people trust that, you know, you're telling the truth. With a product promoter, you use our products and, you know, you enjoy them. You can pick your favorite ones and then promote those products. So from a product promoter point of view, you can earn an extra £200 to £500 plus cash every single month. Now, we've got probably, there's thousands of people in our team. Where our team is called the Eagles team. You might see in that flag there that one of the girls is holding. We named ourselves the Eagles team. Now, in our team, I would say there's probably over 20,000 people now, and we've been going for just under 6 years. And probably about 80% of people that join want to earn an extra £200 to £500, because that is actually a lot. That's a lot of money. That can be the rent paid, that could be a mortgage payment, it could be debt paid off. Just like Emma went through at the beginning with some of the challenges we face. You know, it could pay for your car monthly. You know, whatever it might be. Then you have a team builder. So a team builder is somebody who shares the opportunity with people, just like I'm sharing this with you now. We have these webinars on every single week. We have opportunity pages which people can take a look at the opportunity and see if it's for them. A team builder would be someone sharing the business and they build a small team. You can earn anything from £800 up to £2,000 plus per month. And then you've got a business developer. It sounds a snazzy word and it sounds like quite a corporate world, but what I love about Forever, it's not corporate at all. So if you do love the corporate world and you love to be talked down to, I guess, and you'd like to work for a corporate pyramid scheme where the person at the top always gets the most money, then this definitely wouldn't be for you. A business developer in our business is somebody just like myself and Emma who have organically continued to build their business. We love it, we're passionate about it, and I wouldn't want to ever stop doing that, because we can help so many people. Like somebody helped me when I got started as well, and I'm so grateful to the person who introduced me and who introduced them, because it means that we've been able to completely change our lives. A business developer will be someone who earns between £2,000 up to £20,000 plus. And the plus sign is there because people do earn almost double that, triple that. There are people in the world earning 5 times more than that a month. So forever is really uncapped. You can earn as much as you physically want. No one's going to tell you that you're earning too much or too little. If you just want to earn an extra £50, you can do that. We'll help you. If you want to earn an extra £5,000, we've achieved that before. I could help you do that as well. So you've got those 3 options depending on where you would like to sit in that. Now, this is probably the most common question I get asked. So how does it work? How do you do it? Now, basically, this is it in 3 simple steps. I like things to be very simple, so I keep it simple myself. Step 1 is you use the products. If I could put my camera on right now, which I will, I've got a product here which I drink. So this is my mini aloe vera gel. They come in mini and they come in bigger versions. I drink on this, I sip on this every single day. It keeps me healthy. It's great for my body. It's great for my skin. It's great for my joints. I've got a bad back from the police. So I drink this every single day and it helps me with that, stops the pain. Now, I know a lot of other people who also have skin and joints and would like to look after themselves, so I'll recommend this to them. And what happens then is once I recommend them, I make money. I make a profit. And then the 3rd step is if you'd like to build a team, you don't have to, there's no pressure, but if you want to build yourself a small little organization or a big business yourself, share this video. Now, this is all we do. We use the products ourselves. We become our own, our best customer ourselves. Then we can genuinely recommend them to other people. You recommend them, start to develop a customer base. We'll help you do that. And then if you want to build a business, you can also share this video and build a business too. So that is simply it in 3 very, very simple steps. So to grow your income, this is the bit I love because it excited me the most. Now, when you first get started, you're going to access a 35% discount, which is huge. That means you're going to instantly get 35% cash in your hand profit. Okay, so 35% discount off the products. Somebody promoting our products when you get started, a product promoter will earn roughly between £200 to £400 plus. Now, we've got some product promoters earning way more than that, but just to give it a conservative figure, we'll say between £200 to £400 a month. Now, when you get your first promotion, I got my first promotion after 2 weeks in Forever. I started to earn a bit more, and how that happens is you will access, say for example, you've got 3 to 5 people in your team, all earning that extra £200 to £400. Now, they might not be people that you've introduced yourself, don't worry. It might be that you introduce somebody like myself I introduced 6 people in my first month. Now, what happens there is if you've got someone in your team like that, then it's just the total number of people within your team at that time. A supervisor is the next step then on the marketing plan. When you hit supervisor, you'll then access a 38% discount, which means you'll get cheaper products because you're getting more discount, and you will earn between £300 to £500 plus per month. And on top of that, then you'll get a team leading bonus as well. So you get another income stream. Then you'll get to the point of assistant manager. Assistant manager is when your team has grown to say 10 to 15 people, all earning that £200 to £400 a month. You will then access 43% discount. So you're nearing half price products now. So what that means, guys, in reality is you'll buy the products for 43% cheaper. You sell them for full price, you'll make 43% profit. Your team leading bonus will be between £700 to £900 plus per month. And also then your personal profits from selling the products yourself. So your team is growing. Then when you've got 15 to 25 people in your team, you will hit manager. So manager is when you've got 15 to 25 people around. I had 22 people in my team at the time when I went manager who were all earning themselves at £200 to £400. You'll then access a 48% discount. Now that is a whopping big discount for amazing products that you use on a daily basis anyway. And then when you recommend them, so I now get 48% profit, so does Emma, and so do thousands of people around the UK and all around the world. You'll earn between 800 to 2,000 plus per month. And these figures are very much under promise, over deliver. As a supervisor, I earned £379 team leading bonus, plus my personal profits, which were about 500. Assistant manager, I earned £927 in a team leading bonus, which was above what they said I was going to earn, which was great. And as a manager, my first manager month income as a manager was just over 3,500. So these figures really do under promise, but they over deliver on every occasion, which for me is the best thing, because in the police, when I got started, they told me I was going to have a great pension and I was going to get a pay rise every month. Well, after 2 months of joining, I got a letter to say I would have to pay more into my pension. I would retire when I was older, so they changed the goalposts, and also that I would have a pay freeze for 3 years. So you can imagine my dismay when I first joined the police. Forever the complete opposite, which is why I'm so passionate about sharing it with people. When you hit manager, guys, you then hit a residual income. Now, Emma said at the beginning of this video that of this recording that we are a willable business, so you can will this to your family, and this is what happens. See, when you get to manager, you've done the hard work, and what Forever do now is they will continue to pay you month on month for that hard work. So this is the exciting part. And once you get to that residual income part and manager, you can then start to qualify for all of the exciting incentives with Forever. This is myself here. These are not my children. These are people within our teams, lovely little girls. It's like a kids crash whenever we travel the world. It's always crazy. I always tend to fly out earlier to the country, just so that I don't have to be on the flight with all the children because it's loud. But they're family events as well, which Forever is very much a family, like Emma said, it's a family company, it's family run, but also the people within it, they become like your family too. And I know all their children. Emma's daughter Skylar's grown up like rapid, and you get to watch these kids grow up as well, and we travel the world together. Sometimes we don't even see each other until the next global rally, which next year is in Australia. So it's mad. You sometimes see them at, say, a business presentation in London. The next time you see them, you're on a safari truck in South Africa. The next time they're in Dubai. It's amazing. But car plan and global travel are some things that are on offer to you once you hit manager. Now, if cars are your thing, great. This is me in the top left with my brother-in-law. He works for Lexus, so I got a good discount as well. But I got my dream car. Emma got her dream car in the middle, like you said. That is actually Emma, who just spoke a second ago. She had a Fringe then, and that was the car that she pulled up at the traffic lights in. So we both sat there with white matching cars. You don't have to have a white car, can I just say? It can be whatever color you want. My sister Emma on the top right, they got a Tesla, with like those wing doors. I was very impressed with those. I want those, so that's on my goal list. But Emma got a Tesla. You don't have to get a car though, guys. If you like night trainers or gym equipment, you can use the money every month to pay for those. Or if you want to have a shoe collection, girls, you can buy your shoes. The car plan's an extra amount of money every month that gets put into your account on top of your bonuses from Forever. So you can spend it how you like. And on the bottom there, you can see some of our trips. Like I mentioned, we've been to Dubai, Barcelona, Monte Carlo, Rome, South Africa, Greece, Dallas. We went to the South Fork Ranch. Emma mentioned the South Fork Ranch, right, from Dallas, the TV show. Well, I went there with Forever in 2018, and driving up, it is insane. I went inside, like you can see where it's all filmed outside. It's amazing. There's even a swimming pool there, and then we got our chairman's bonus checks as well there. So if you like traveling, then I can't even describe. This is really, I guess, what motivates me, helping people and the travel, because when you travel with Forever, you get treated like absolute royalty. Like it's the best experience because you get a credit card with your name on it. With spending money, you get to take your best friend or your partner or someone in your team. You can take a +1. I guess in the police, I never got a cup of tea for free. So go into a hotel room, all paid for, and I see on the bed there's all gifts. I'm addicted to stationery, so I'm always shopping online at Paperchase and Ryman's, and you get a pad and a pen and a notebook. I just absolutely love it. But also on top of that, when you go to these destinations every year, you can qualify for chairman's bonus. Now, there's me in the middle with my cowboy hat. And that was collected in Dallas. I've collected over $22,500 of chairman's bonus. I think Emma's is probably a bit higher than mine. But then we've got all different amounts, as you can see on the screen, and we collect them in all different countries. And the reason why they are, some are smaller, some are bigger, it just depends on the size of your team. So if you help more people, you will earn more of that as well. The bottom left one is my favorite. That was us all in Dubai, and that was in 2017. And when your check gets bigger and you also help other people in your team that have joined. Jen, who I had helped in my team, she worked for Kellogg's. She's one of the top salespeople in Kellogg's. She resigned. but she built her Forever business, and her Forever business paid her over $3,500 a month, and she built that part-time, and she was qualifying for these incentives as well. I do it full-time. I went full-time in Forever after 3 months because my income replaced my full-time day job, and then I've never looked back ever since. But these, you might look at this and think, oh, I could never do that. I achieved this in my first year. So did Emma Smith. So did a lot of those people that you see in those pictures on the bottom left within our team. So the opportunity is huge, and it is for everybody. And we'll give you all the skills and tools that you need to be able to build it if you want to. You don't have to, but the choice is yours. Lisa in the top left in our Eagles team as well, 129,000 she collected there. Emma, my sister, and her husband Sean, my brother-in-law, and my little nephew William, who looks like he's angry and like snarling at the camera. You can see there 416,000. So life-changing sums of money. All these people come from different backgrounds, doctors, nurses, single parents, police officers, dentists, salespeople, NHS staff, all different backgrounds. So that's the bit that I actually love. So getting started. So if you like what you've seen, then this is a very, very simple way to get started. We have a Start Your Journey pack. So Forever put together 19 of the fastest selling products here in the UK. If you're watching this abroad, then you will have one specific for your country. It'll be very similar. But these are the top selling products in the UK. You get all those products, which are worth £270. That's your Start Your Journey pack. Now, on top of that, you will get literature as well, guys. Sorry, I forgot to say. Literature on the bottom, you'll see receipt pads, all that kind of stuff to go with your and brochures, etc., to go with your products. Now, the coaching and the help and the support online is huge. Now, we have a massive, massive community online as well. So we do face-to-face trainings, depending on where you are in the world, but we also have a huge online support. This is the part I love. Now you can see we've got Allo Live. So for example, you start getting customers, you do not have to worry about creating a Facebook page or creating all these pages. We've got an Allo Live page, you can put your customers in. It's now got over 20,000 people in it. We give tips on lifestyle, health, etc. It's not just all about aloe vera. So people are really engaged in that, and we have a lot of fun. So you don't have to worry about creating those pages. We've also got a team support page where we will give you training live, we'll give you recorded trainings, we will give you support, advice, we have fun, and lots of people are in there from all over the world. We also have a success page. So if you want to build your business and you want to share the opportunity with people, then you can do. We have a team success page for that, where they can be added into and watch the video, which is exactly the same as what I'm showing you now alongside Emma. So you'll get that 24/7 access and help. We put a coaching value there of £997 based on the industry and how much people charge, but really I think it's actually worth a lot more. I know the help and support I got when I started my business was insane. It was way better than any job or any corporation I've ever worked for before. You also get a free website. Now recently, well, last year, my family have a traditional business and they set up their own website. Cost over £10,000. Now you will get a free Salesforce website in Forever for the day you start. Now you don't have to stockpile products. You don't have to buy loads of products and keep them at your house. You can do a contact list shipment drop. So if my friend Sarah wants to buy products from me, I send my shop link, she goes on my website, she will then buy those products direct from Forever, they will send them to her. Especially in the current times with coronavirus, it's been actually a saving grace that we are an online company, that we have online websites. I haven't had to go to my customers, they can buy it all online, which they have done. And in fact, our businesses have grown very quickly during this time because people are looking after themselves more and more. Like Emma said about the marketplaces, they're growing year on year on year. And especially with this pandemic, people are only becoming more aware of their health, their immune system, everything to do with looking after themselves and making sure that their health is top notch. So you'll get a free website with this anyway. It's worth over £5,000 for a Salesforce website. We paid $10,000 for our traditional business, but with Forever, you get this free the day you join. We also have fun. So I don't know if you can tell in my voice, I am quite an excitable person when it comes to this business because it's completely changed my life and I've met amazing people along the way as well. But we have fun, guys. Like we have spa days, we do breaks, city breaks, cash prizes. We offer cashback. So when people join the business as well, we do like one-off things where we put all your names into a hat and give you £50 back if you win. So we like to have fun because most people do this part-time, and so we want you to have fun. You know, you're not having another boss, definitely not. You are your own boss in this one. And there's no risks and no hidden fees. There's no monthly costs. So I know, because I did a lot of research actually before I started, and most companies in the industry will make you have a minimum spend every single month. You will be pressured to do this, otherwise you'll lose your position. In this, you don't. There's no minimums, no maximums, nothing. There's no risk, no hidden fees. Once you get started, the support and the training from us is completely free. And we'll give all that to you for free. So with your products there, worth over 270, the coaching, the website, the incentives that we'll give to you, and no hidden fees, no risk, that all comes in for only £199.75. £199.75. I've spent more in a plush restaurant in London and a night out, which you would think for most people that's 2 nights out. Now, I started my business, so did Emma, and so did everybody else within our team for under £200. And it took me 8 days to earn my money back. Emma, I'm not sure how long it would have taken you, but I know that you moved quick, and that, you know, so it wouldn't have taken you long either. What we'll do, guys, with that box, it's not just a box of products, which you would use anyway as a family, but it's also an opportunity to earn more money, get support, get handheld through every single step, change your life, change your circumstances. And one thing I remember always thinking when I first got started and I started to share the opportunity with people, I used to say, I'm not very good at sales. I'm not a salesperson at all, but when I believe in something, I can really get behind it. And when I met so many people within the business and who had come from all normal backgrounds like myself, they were lovely people, they completely changed their lives. And that's what really, I guess, drove me. I thought, wow, this doesn't just give me better health and better skin and better, you know, a better back, because my back was gone. You know, it's also given me an opportunity to completely change my life, but not only that, help other people to do the same. It sounds bold, but it's very true. So the box, you can get your box today. You can order it online. The person that has sent you this video to watch tonight, you can get registered. It takes 3 minutes. You can do it online through a link. They will send it to you. You'll then follow a very simple startup process. So you'll get your box. It's a bit like Christmas, and then we'll literally get cracking, guys. And then we'll help you achieve your income goals, whatever they might be, however big or however small they are for you. So I hope you've enjoyed the last 50 minutes with us. We really appreciate your time, and we hope to be working with you very soon and welcoming you to our team. And lots of love, and take care of yourselves. Good night.